You're listening to All in Our Heads with Joe Fernandes and Mike Gaffney. Please enjoy the show.
And we are live.
What's up, everybody?
What's going on? Welcome to the All in Our Heads podcast, Sunday night edition. Here with my co-host, Mike Gaffney.
That's me.
And that's him. And we're trying to get our tech stuff in order, trying to share this shit on the various pages, because whatever, that's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do.
That's what you're supposed to do. Post it.
Post it. I was just invited to a watch party, which is, I think I've been invited every weekend, but I think I've ignored it. But today I didn't ignore it. It was like a freestyle DJ.
Dude, I did that the other day. These girls that I became friends with after I did my last AA fundraiser.
Right.
They had a watch party the other night. I went in there, and it was just all freestyle. But there was no way for me to invite you. Like, you had to be like, I was gonna invite you to it because I'm like, oh, this is his jam. But I guess because you weren't friends with the person,
right.
Like, you can only invite like mutual friends, I think.
Yeah. Unless you got, I think.
Unless you're the one holding the watch party.
Right. Like, you could have went to the guy's feed and then create your own watch party.
Yeah, I'm not doing all that.
No, that's a lot.
Yeah, no.
But I was just in there jamming right now. I didn't even want to come out of that live party to go to my own live party.
Yeah. No, it's nice. It's nice. Huh? It's nice.
Yeah, man, it was fun. A couple of people from like my old neighborhood.
Yeah.
We used to go to dances together. So I was like, we used to go to this up in Union City at the end of Bergelon Avenue was a high school, Holy Rosary High School.
Okay.
All broads, right? It's a broad school, and like once a month they would do like a dance, and you can come to the dance.
Right.
Night dance. And we would go up there, and inevitably we would dance our asses off until about 10 o'clock at night when the dance was about to end, and then we would be drunk and get into a fight. That was every month. That's what happened. We'd get drunk, fight a bunch of dudes from Union City, North Bergen, then come home. So they finally had to send Marines to watch the dance.
Wow.
They would follow us to the bathroom just in case they knew we were going to start trouble. They would just follow us everywhere we went until we left. The Jersey City Heights people left. We were degenerates, but we had fun.
Yeah, you're like the degenerate Footloose versions.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, we would go up and dance. It'd be maybe 8 of us from the neighborhood, that hung out.
Yeah.
And then when we would come outside, all the too cool kids for the dance would be outside waiting for us to come out of the dance.
Okay.
So then we could fight everybody up in the neighborhood. So we got our dancing on. They just came up for fights. It was fun.
Did you do snapping your fingers?
Yes. Like West Side Story?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard one of my last shows, I was trying to reference West Side Story because I was performing in Pompton Plains or
right.
Pompton Lakes. And I just referenced the town. I just said, yeah, don't worry about that Pompton Plains. I go, whoa. I go, what? They're like, we're in Pompton Lakes. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I had no idea. And then they go, sorry, Jim. I'm like, and then he's over there. He's from Pompton Plains. I'm like, oh, so this side's Pompton. I was like, I didn't know I was in a gang fucking fight here. And I started referencing it, doing this off the cuff shit. And I couldn't remember the name of the fucking play. But I acted it out perfectly.
But you couldn't remember the Jets or the Sharks?
Yeah, I go, what's the name of that? West Side Story. I'm like, that's it, West Side Story. But that got a laugh too, because even when you're dumb, you can get a laugh for being dumb. I was like,
I hope so.
Yeah, no, I was able to act out the play, just couldn't think of the name.
It's all right.
Like a true thespian. We got some people. I have the All in Our Heads chat up. Got 15 people in there. Jeff McKinley said, "Am I in the right place?" We hope
Probably
so.
Not. It doesn't really matter. I just figured out it just doesn't matter.
It just doesn't matter. We'll try and pay attention to the chat. You guys can fight in there, which we like.
So Jeff is on the live video comments, which is the direct feed from
the page,
and then on my watch party has different people in it. So I think my watch party has 5 people. And then
that's because Mike don't want to participate with the page. He wants his own watch party with his own people. He's not a team player. He's not a team. It's true. Or I mean, I didn't set up no watch party. I'm with the fans.
Because you can't. You're right now doing the thing.
Hey, you could do the thing too.
I'm doing both things.
You got two going. Yep, Jeff, you're in all in our heads. That's right. I could see you, but Mike can't.
I can.
Oh, you can. You see Jeff. Oh, you see Jeff commenting.
I want both of them.
All right, you got both of them. Boom.
Yeah. See, am I in the right place? And then I said, hey, and then fuck it. I don't care. Listen,
hey,
if you're watching the video, I love you. If I can try to figure this out, I will. If not, are we gonna do the movies today? Or are we doing that on
Wednesdays is movies.
That's what I do.
Yeah, Wednesdays is movie. This is just straight All in Our Heads podcast. That's Hump Day with your boys.
All right, there you go.
Totally different. If you want the movies, you got to come back Wednesday.
Good. That's what I was hoping for.
So we'll promote that. Hey, people, we're doing a movie bracket on Wednesdays. What's our favorite movie? So we had some tough matchups last week. Go watch that episode last Wednesday's episode. Hump Day with your boys, number 2. Same All in Our Heads podcast feed. And so we're going to continue that this Wednesday. But, Yeah.
So the way the bracket worked is me and Joe just decided, submit like 16 movies that we love. Not saying they're the Oscar movies. We're not talking about the best movies ever written in life. Just movies that we can watch over and over again. And then we randomized it on a site, and then they went up against each other, and we're looking for the best.
There was some tough matchups, so
real tough.
You'll see. But anyway, I'm hitting puberty. I think in quarantine, I'm growing pimples on my head now.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't do the hair anymore. My hair is just a mess. I don't know what to do. I got to wear a hat all the time. I don't want to wear a hat all the time.
Shave it, baby.
Get the fuck out of here.
Why not? Go bald like me.
Because I don't have a good head for bald. That's why God hasn't made me bald.
I didn't think I had a good head for bald till I shaved it. So you don't know.
No, I know. I can feel my head. I know my head.
I know my head. I know my head. It's been with me my whole life.
The whole time.
I think I've had it the whole time. Yeah, I think I lost it for a few years in my early 20s, but
I've had it back ever since.
I went to recovery, and now I got my head back on. Bad bald. Okay. Right before we went live with this, I learned that the U.S. is turning people away for COVID-19 tests, but they have plenty for tigers at the zoo.
I saw that too. That was going to be the first joke I put up, other than fucking Carol Baskin.
Yeah.
Because I just saw it. I mean, I saw it like.
I just was like, really? So I say we have plenty for tigers. So if you're a tiger, if you're a zoo animal, a basketball player, or Academy Award winner, or a musician,
I think it was more of a scientific thing because the tiger was sick. I don't think they were looking so the tiger knows if he needs to quarantine himself. I don't think that's why they were doing the test. They were doing a test to see, wow, this tiger is ill. Why?
Tiger's not quarantining himself, just sitting in a house with some bag of chips. Like, when can I get out? Now, when Amazon comes to my cage, do I have to wipe the boxes down first, or could I eat it right away?
And when he orders from the Amazon, it's like the real Amazon.
Yeah, he orders from actual Amazon. I ordered a half a zebra tartare. Hoping to get it Amazon Prime.
And they make this delicious filet Jaguars. They're
filet
so good.
Jaguars.
You gotta know.
I got some gazelle tartlets. I got
It's like your fucking Omaha Steaks, but for tigers.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They had this nice little kangaroo cheesecake. Ah, so good.
Oh my God. Have you tried kangaroo cheesecake? I had them in the other cage last week.
So
perfect.
Good. So good.
Perfect. I don't mind being quarantined, actually.
I'm all caught up on that. Did you see that thing? It's not the tiger. It's like the Human King. It's about this guy, this tiger who owned humans. So fucked up. The way he had the humans just like in cages. It wasn't nice. It wasn't nice.
And the tigers are probably liking being quarantined in the zoo. They're like, they feed us every day. No people coming fucking with us. Just staring, taking pictures. Like, yeah. When, yeah, I'm just.
Remember that Seinfeld joke? How the lions would be just so bored, like the people come up to put the trail, and he's just like, oh, here we go again. And he's like, you do it. It's like, no, you do it. It's like, you do it. It's like, okay, rawr. Like, rawr. Yeah, I was gonna put that like how we don't have enough testing, but tigers got it. But I believe it was because this tiger took a drastic turn for health, and they were like, "Does he possibly have it?" Not because they want to treat him, because they want to know, holy fuck, animals can get it. Now we're just fucked.
Yeah, now we're just fucked.
That's it. We're just fucked.
But animals can't give it, so you can.
How do you know that?
That's what they said.
Tiger,
That's what they said.
because they just found the first animal with it. Now they got it all figured out already.
Well, I guess they're hoping nobody's touching tigers.
Well, that's the one animal. But what about your cat, your dog?
If I die, I die. That's it. If he gets it, I.
Oh, we fucking Rocky IV.
Yeah.
You die.
Going down with the code face. I don't care.
I know, absolutely. You got to go down with the code face, but I mean.
Jeff said Omaha tiger steaks. Very fancy. You got to really be a member of the rewards program for a while to get that. Be like, this is secret. Shh, we got tiger steaks from Florida.
Trying to keep it up. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to be able to do it. What did I wanted to talk about something, and then I fucking went to write it down. I forgot to write it down, and I forgot what I was going to write down. It was a lot. I know.
That's it.
That was it, man.
So you came geared up for this podcast, and then just...
Totally, man. I was totally ready. I was like, you know what? I want to throw like something up. I want to try the lighting a little differently. This way, I'm not stuck with my back to my desk. I'll open the room up a little bit, get some lighting.
You put all your energy into production, and then you just lost all your content. I'm live, and I got nothing to say.
I realized that's why you do production, I do content, and then we meet somewhere in the middle. But I try to do a little production, and I fucked up.
That's good. Maybe it'll come back to you. What do you have any clue what realm of like what you were talking about? We got okay.
A little bit of one thing, which I think I asked you, the McMillions documentary on HBO.
Oh, I didn't watch it yet. I've been shooting and editing my next vlog all day today. So
really good.
Yeah.
Really, since you didn't watch, I don't want to ruin it for you. It's just really interesting, and it's a thing. It's like when it has seven episodes, I believe. And when it first came on, like it was like the intro fucking is like, what the fuck? And I'm like, why didn't I mean, like, you start to think back because it happened in 2001. You're like, why? I do remember finding out McDonald's fucking monopoly was a scam. Like, I remember that a little bit, but then it was gone. I didn't know why. I don't even remember the story. I'm like, I wonder why I didn't know the story. And then the last episode, right as it started, I'm like, and it starts to show the dates, August of 2001 when they started making arrests. I'm like, now I know. September 11th.
Ah, okay.
September 11th happened.
How we start? Yeah, September 11th. What?
September 11th happened, and no news became more important than that.
Right.
So they made all these arrests the late August, and we're all like, what the fuck, probably at the time. And then buildings crashed. Fuck that. Let's pay attention to this. And it went, all the FBI agents started dealing with that. No one really gave a fuck about the Monopoly game anymore.
Yeah, some lawyer with like a Ronald McDonald fucking thing on, like, wait, what about us, guys? What happened? This was my big case. Got to bring me back from obscurity. Damn it. Gotta wait 20 years for a documentary now. Sorry.
But all those people that were like being indicted, they were blessed that they can kind of like go under the radar. Still got image. This case still went forward.
Right.
But that's why it wasn't a bigger story than I thought it should have been, because it happened at the worst time in our lives.
Yeah, I haven't seen the documentary, but I remember playing that game a lot, the McDonald's game, because I lived like right up the street from McDonald's. I used to just go all the time, and
right.
And you win the free cone, the free this, trying to get, and you're like, you never hear of anybody winning,
right? Of
like getting Boardwalk and Park Place and the $1 million. Like you just never, you think that would have been a big news story,
right? No, absolutely, and it was a big news story in this one part of the country that everyone kept winning.
Right. Yeah.
Those people were fucking, like, that's one of the news reporters, like, how did we not see? How did no one notice that it was, like, all basically in the same area code that people were winning? Like, how did we never notice that?
Yeah.
I'm
curious to check it out. It's a good documentary? Is it one of those ones that drag along, though?
No, it doesn't. It's, like, kind of, like, done kind of, like, different. It's not, it's, like, almost like, It's just different. It's kind of goofy. The FBI agent, one of the FBI agents involved in it, is kind of like a wacky dude, so he's got a good story.
Okay, that's good. That's just been my pet peeve with TV documentaries this year. It's just like, you could have done it in 3.
Well, honestly, they probably could have done it 1 episode shorter, probably. Yeah. But every episode was like, what the fuck? Oh, that was something? Like every episode you were like that.
So it's called McMillions and it's on HBO, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to watch that probably after we get off the podcast tonight.
Yeah, it's good. And I also watched Louis C.K.'s special. You watched it, right?
I did. I bought it right when I got the email that it came out.
Yeah, I watched it today.
I loved it.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
And somebody made a joke about it on Twitter. I forget which comic, but it was like to the extent of like somebody finally got Louie to work on his hour for more than a year.
Right. That's true.
You can see, man, that shit was tight.
So, it was. I mean, I would say the first, how long was it? An hour?
It was an hour, yeah.
I would say the first 45 minutes, 40 to 40, I would say first 40 minutes were tight.
Yeah.
The last, 15 were, and then the last 5, I mean, it kind of got a little loose, but I thought the same thing. I'm like, wow, this is a tight set. Like, he really had his chops on where the jokes were.
Yeah.
Versus any other special I've seen in a long time from him.
Honestly, though, even when I go back and watch specials that I've loved and
right.
specials that I love these days, around the 45-minute mark is really when it just...
Right.
You don't see any, man, that last 15 minutes of that special was fire. You
right.
don't, it's just... I think 45 is the wheelhouse. I know we do the hour.
Right.
But
I just think that's the wheelhouse for people's attention, probably too.
Of course, even less now.
Right.
His joke about the word retard, I thought it reminded me very reminiscent of a Carlin chunk. I'd have to go back and listen to Carlin's, but it was definitely reminiscent of it.
Well, I've heard the joke. I mean, do you tell the retard that we don't call him retard? I've heard that before.
Right, yeah. Well, because Carlin did it, I think, in the 80s.
How about I like the joke about religion, church. It's like go to church now is like going to a skating rink, like a roller skating rink on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
This used to be a thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious. He's like, it's going to suck for people if you, if I don't believe in God, my whole life I don't believe in God, I die and go to heaven. It's going to suck if you die and there's a God. You could be like, oh, God, he's got a beard and everything. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, no, it was good, man. It was good. Not as many people as I thought were shitting on the fact that he put it out. A few people saying sharing the link that he had it out, and they're like, "Yeah, no thanks." Yeah. And it's like, how about instead of saying no thanks, just don't buy it instead of. And it's the worst was I just hate I was texting with you, and it's I get it if a woman that's been through similar things
100%.
Doesn't support Louis C.K. I get it, man, if that's just where you're at because of the things you've been through.
1,000%.
But these guys that then go on that woman's post and virtue signal towards her, it's I just want to tell these girls that guy's the creep right there.
He's the phony.
Anybody that calls themselves a male feminist or
his dick's coming out.
Anybody that's doing that to that extent, you got to be. He's a phony. You got to be scared of that guy because real guys don't call themselves male feminists. They just do the right thing.
Right. Correct. You don't need a label if you do the right thing.
Right.
I put up the joke on Twitter that I just downloaded Louis. I'm excited to watch it. Quick question: should I just pull my dick out, or will he let us know when it's time?
Yeah.
You're saying it's a joke that I would say to his face because that's what we do. You bust each other's balls. That's what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was me busting Louis' balls, but so some troll. Good one. Why don't you try to be more original? He released a special. Go cry about it. Like he thought I was complaining about the special.
Is it a comic or just a rando dude?
Nah, just a rando 22 follower fucking Twitter monkey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just probably just wants to defend Louis like Louis needs the guy with 22 followers.
Yeah. Louie
step in
needs
for
you.
him. So I was like, fucktard. I love Louie. I bought the special, you fucking mook. Like, I just wish that I knew the person so I can just cry, chop his throat
Yeah.
for being so dumb and not understanding that I'm a comic busting another comic's balls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, if a woman who's been through something, or one of the women that were fucking around with him, that he fucked around with, was to say, fuck him and fuck his special, I'm like, I got it. I'm not going to tell you to not feel that.
Yeah, man.
You know, I get it.
I remember like a girl in my acting class, like back when, like years when it happened, or not long after it happened. Like, how do you feel about it? I'm like, I don't even venture a guess because I wasn't there, nor was I in either one of their situations. So,
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I believe all parties because I'm not even a part of it. I don't even need to have an opinion.
Right.
Right. I mean,
and
it is what it is.
At the end of the day, we had this conversation when it all happened. I believe every single person on this planet deserves to do the right thing and live their lives.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to ever see him again because you think you're disgusted for life, that you have no way to forgive anybody and move on, if it just doesn't happen for you, then don't go see him ever again.
Right, yeah. He puts tickets up for sale and people go buy them. So those are the people that forgive him.
Right. And it's okay if you forgave him.
Yeah.
And it's okay if you haven't. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay.
Yeah, it's like to actively try and keep bringing people down. It's like he lost $35 million. He like had to like go to Poland to start performing again.
It's funny when he said that. He's like, yeah, because it's only. I like the joke. When he said, you know how they say, through tragedy you'll find your real friends. It's like, you don't want to find. Believe me, it's never the cool ones.
Yeah, it's never the friends you want.
It's always like they're like, I'm here for you, and it's like, I know. How
true is that though? That joke is so good because it's so true. Like,
absolutely.
Like,
I'm here for you, man. It's like, I know.
Yeah, I know you are. I don't want you to be here for me.
He said he had that one friend who always prays for him. I'm going to pray for you. He's like, okay. And he's like, he just feels that every time she prays, God's like, oh, fuck me. Just her, God, man, she makes me want to quit the business.
See, I think he handled it, and he talked about the thing in his act. I'm not going to like say, what he talked about, but he referenced it in his act. And it's like the problem with people that like want apologies and blood and stuff like that is there's no guidebook.
Right.
Like you don't like there's nothing like, okay, if you do the A, B, C, and D, then it's forgiven. Because none of that exists.
Right.
And you'll never please everyone. That's why you don't go out and do that.
Right.
Be like, oh yeah, because think about it. If he came out and just said something right away, I'd be like, he's just saying it because he wants his career.
Yeah.
Like no matter what he says, it would never come off as genuine to people that don't like him.
Tell me one apology, national apology, that someone has said that you believe, that people, that 100% the whole planet believes. None.
Right. Like you learn, listen, man, the only true apology is changed behavior.
Correct.
That's it. It's like,
that's it.
You know what? If he does things like that again, then you'd be like, all right, then this guy's a piece of shit. But
you know how many times I told my family I was sorry that I robbed them and sorry I smoked crack and then still smoke crack and rob them?
Apologized while you were flipping in their back pocket. Like, I'm so sorry I did this last week. I'm doing it again.
I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Until I stopped doing it, my father didn't want to hear shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I remember going to detox, and I was like, Dad, I'm so sorry, like, and he was like, whatever, like, you shouldn't be in the fucking position you're in. Like, he didn't want to hear it.
Right.
Right? Then he didn't care. Then I had about 9 months, and I was living a way better life.
Mm-hmm.
And he came to me and was like, hey, you have one of those books that you've been reading? Because my friend's brother is kind of like going through. So that's it.
Right.
He got it.
Yeah.
9 months later, he saw me living differently, and he got it. So it doesn't matter. It's like, do you see that Dr. Drew got caught up? Do you see that whole thing with Dr. Drew? Is it Dr. Drew? Yeah, Dr. Drew,
Yeah, I know Dr. Drew. I used to watch that Celebrity Rehab show.
That guy, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you saw the video. Well, I saw it from the Daily Show, but there's a video of like a mashup of all the like Fox people and all the supporters against saying the coronavirus is a hype.
Okay.
So it's this whole thing, like all the Fox contributors, it's not a thing. Rush Limbaugh, it's the common cold, people. Like all these clips, right?
Yeah.
And Dr. Drew saying stuff. So they put that video out, and then Dr. Drew put a apology. I saw an apology video up like today on Twitter. I watched a little bit of it, where he's like, I was wrong. I was 100% wrong. He's like, I every time I spoke on the subject matter, I would say, listen to Dr. Fauci, listen to the CDC, and follow their instructions. But he goes, I overall was wrong.
Right.
And I believed him.
Yeah.
But I also believed that he had to do that because he was lumped into that fucking video.
Yeah.
And it was being shared like millions of views. You know what I'm saying? And like, clearly you were all wrong. So at the end of the video, I think, they had the clip of fucking what's Hannity at the end. He's like, he was talking to Trump. Like there was at the end of the video, and Trump's like, we've been taking this thing serious since the beginning. And Hannity's like, yes, President, yes, Mr. President. Just here, like at Fox News, we have taken this coronavirus serious since the start. It's like, you guys say these words out of your mouth and believe yourself? Do you guys really believe yourself? But that was the video.
Yeah.
And Dr. Drew made this apology, and I was like, wow, I kind of want to believe the guy, but I kind of feel like you're just doing this because 10 million people have been shitting on you for the past 3 days.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you just want your little you want your career back.
That's true. But I recommend Louis C.K.'s. It's called Louis C.K. Sincerely. It's a good special. I mean, listen, if you don't like them, fine. I will never tell you to like something you don't, or tell you how to feel about anything.
And I'm never going to I'm not going to try to convince you that on how you should feel about what happened.
No.
Not even a little bit.
No. But some of you schmarmy men, that's who I'm going after. You guys are schmarmy. You're fake.
You're frauds.
You're fake. Phonies. And women, stay away from these men because those are the real predators. Watch out.
Anybody who openly talks about how women, like, it's like anything. As women, you got to be smart on this. You ever go on a date with a guy and everything you say, he says he loves? Do you think that guy's real?
Yeah, I mean, and
like everything
that can't be attractive at all. Be like, this guy likes
right.
He agrees with me on everything. This guy's got no backbone.
Like when you're like on your first date, you're like, I love to make potpourri, and he's like, you know what? I love potpourri. It's like, dude, come on.
It's amazing.
You don't love potpourri.
It's amazing what guys will say just to get chicks. Yeah. I remember one time, years ago, probably 20-something years ago, I was kind of like talking with this like vegan vegetarian girl.
Right.
It was like just like a few weeks before I was supposed to go on a hunting trip with my dad.
Right.
But I hadn't really like sealed it yet, so I had to go away. I had to go away with my dad hunting. She's like, "Where are you doing?" I'm like, "Going camping." She's like, "Oh, you going?" "Yeah, my dad's got a cabin. We camp. What do you guys do?" "We walk through the woods. You know what I mean? We like, chop wood and stuff and
point out wildlife."
Yeah, I take me. I'm into photography. I take a lot of pictures of animals and stuff, and then I remember like we're hunting all week. There's like I'm outside on the cell phone with her. There's like a row of dead deer like on hooks. She's like, "So how was camping today?" I'm like, "Oh, it was great. What'd you guys do?" "Nah, nothing." Just totally lying. Like my dad's like, "Why you even want to be with a girl like that?" I go, "Yeah, you're right."
Yeah. Well, how old were you at the time? 28?
Yeah. In my 20s, yeah. Late 20s.
Like, that's something I've realized as you grow up. When you're younger, you're like, whatever they like, fuck it, I like, right? And then you try to date girls who you're obviously on two different pages, man. What are you trying to do here? And opposites attract. But it's like now if I'm on a dating site and I see you're listed all the things you love doing and I know I don't like them, just because I think you're beautiful, like pretty, doesn't mean I'm going to swipe right on you.
Right. But back in my 20s, she had these cans that I really wanted to see. I was like, I want to see those.
I get it. I mean, I get it.
But I couldn't keep the lie up. It was just like, yeah, this is.
After a while, it's hard, man.
No.
I mean, I'm just saying.
And I found a pretty girl
such
that
a lie.
actually killed animals. I'm like, you're perfect.
There you go. See, but she's out there.
Yeah.
It's what I'm saying. Like,
she was too much for me. She was too much the other way. She was too much for me. She was too much the other way.
Yeah, it's hard to find a balance.
Yeah.
Either they don't like killing animals or they're fucking maniacs.
Yeah, I was afraid I was going to wake up hung by my feet with a buck knife to my throat. Like, where were you last night? Nowhere.
I'll be on an app and I'll just look. And I used to, like, you just see the first picture. You're like, oh, she's pretty. You look at her pictures, right?
Uh-huh.
Now I read, man. You better. I swear to God, I mean, this is how I am. If you don't have things written about who you are, a little bit, something to give me, and if I swipe the third picture and it's you on fucking a snowboard, you're going left because I'm never going on a mountain with snow. It's never fucking happening.
Yeah.
So why would I swipe right on you and then we match and you're like, I love snowboarding. I'm going to tell you I love it too. It's never happening. You know what I'm saying? Like if I see long walks on the beach, I love laying in the sun all day. Do I look like I see the sunlight? So you got to go left. I can't swipe right on you. I just can't. I can't anymore. When I was younger, I wouldn't even look at any of that stuff. I was like, she's cute, she's cute, she's cute, she's cute.
Ah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Now it's like, yeah, she's cute, but it doesn't even make sense. It doesn't matter anyhow. It's like a swipe right all day long. I haven't matched. I think I matched 2 broads since I fucking downloaded the app a couple weeks ago.
There was this dude that was like an intern at the TV station one time, and we're on a shoot. We set all the cameras up. We're just kind of sitting around, a lot of downtime, and he's on Tinder, and he's not a bad-looking dude. He's just a basic average dude, but you ever like he had no idea, I think, that he was even average.
Right.
Like, so I'm just seeing him swiping. Just
right.
So I go, do you swipe every girl?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, I just figured out to swipe them all. We'll see. I'm like, but some of these, you got to know, like you can really look at a girl and be like, I'm not. I mean, my best headshot ain't going to get me that girl.
Well, here's the thing. Back in I think when Tinder first came out, right?
Yeah.
2011, 2012, something like that. When it first came out, they didn't put a limit on what you could swipe.
Oh, there's a limit now.
Now there's a limit, right? So I don't know what the number is, but just say it's 50 swipes.
That's a lot.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is. Okay. Let's just say that's but back in the day it was unlimited.
Okay.
So I remember my friend Gerald would just be talking to me in mid-conversation, not even looking down at his phone, just be like, just swiping right. And he's like, yeah, bro, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Just talking. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, well, if I match and I don't like him, I'll just unmatch. Like I say, he doesn't want to roll the dice.
Yeah, there's a girl on the other end just doing the same fast swiping. Just
yeah.
I picture 100 girls with your friend Gerald just all swiping at the same rapid pace. Like, this guy again?
I remember when it first came out, Rich Aronovich had it. It must have been like 2011, right? Mm-hmm. And he was sitting, and he's like, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, it's a dating app. And I might have been doing, I'd done plenty of fish for a while. I dabble in these apps.
Yeah.
And at the time, I think I probably wasn't dabbling at all. And he's like, oh, it's this thing. You just swipe right. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, you just see the girl's picture, and you just swipe on her. And I was like, wow, that's fucking awesome. And he's like, yeah, but the trick is they got to like you back.
Like, the trick. This is how they get you.
Yeah. He goes, the trick is they got to like you back.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
So, like I didn't, it's like every relationship.
Like, yeah, exactly. So it's reality. But what do you think I thought? Like, every girl you swipe right on is instantly your girl?
And, dude, I got 20 girlfriends tonight. And imagine though you were like such like a, like for whatever reason, like the way you looked and your profile just fit all those profiles of one night. Like you're like Mr. 50 swipe and now you got 50 interested. Imagine keeping up with that. Like, bling, bling. So we do next week. We do next week. Be like, all right, I'm going to have to fit you in between 2 and 4. This got out of hand. I had no idea how attractive I was. Ladies, you have to understand I hit 50 of you because I have no self-esteem. and you guys gave me a lot of self-esteem, and I can't handle it. You guys, anybody into group dating?
Yeah. What are you thinking?
I don't have 50 weeks to blow you guys off.
So 12 of us get together. What do you think? 12 of us. We'll go out, family style dinner.
Yeah, we'll picnic, whatever. We can go to the park. You know what I mean? You guys get to know each other, play frisbee. While I get to know this girl over here. We could do a little thing.
It's like The Bachelor, but with me.
It's like The Bachelor, but with like a loser.
With someone who's clearly a bachelor for a reason.
Yeah. Bachelor suburbs. Just guys,
no roses. Just give them like one of them little fucking weed daisy things that come out of the ground.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, Mike, where would you take me? Diner? You like diners?
Oh, on the first date, Dunkin' Donuts. I would say diner, second date.
Yeah.
I'm not getting
because I never was a part of the whole swipe culture. But yeah, what was the most amount of response you got at one time? Was it ever overwhelming?
On a swipe?
Like, say you swiped like 10, 15 girls. Did you ever get like 5 come back and you're like, oh shit, now I have a problem?
Here's the thing. If I swiped on this girl today, like right now, she might not have swiped on me yet. So we won't match until she swipes on me. So I've had where like I've swiped and like say I've swiped 20 girls and 3 of them matched.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, that's a lot going on. But on Bumble, you got to wait for them to respond. You have to wait for them to reach out first. So it doesn't even matter. You can match all of them.
Bumble must be a sad app, just sitting there like nothing today.
No, Bumble, you can match a girl, but once you match her, that means she swiped right on you. You have to wait for her to reach out and say hi.
Okay.
Now, Tinder, you can, as soon as you match, you can reach out.
Right. But I'm saying Bumble, though, if they don't reach out, like ain't nobody reaching out to you, that's got to be very hurtful.
Well, just good enough to match. Like, oh, at least I could have banged her if she would have said hi.
We did match if you weren't a C word.
Well, we matched. It's good enough.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, wait. Like, I matched some girl yesterday. She didn't reach out. She might have been a Gerald, just swiping unlimited swipes until, she matched me, and I matched her. She's like, yeah, no, fat guy. I get it.
Jeff in the chat says Bumble is depressing. Is that true?
It's all depressing.
It's all depressing?
Yeah, it's all depressing, man.
Like, is it fake, though? Because I remember years and years ago when I was single and I tried Match.com, and it was like the same broad. I mean, I met a few, but it just seems so weird. It just seemed very...
So Match, I've joined, not recently. I haven't had Match in over 2 years.
Yeah.
But I've joined like 3 different times over the last, say, 9, 10 years. Create a profile, and I always cancel and try to get my money back, because what they do is they want you to pay, right? So they'll get you, you have 7 girls who are interested in you.
Yeah.
But you got to pay $29.99 a month.
Right.
You got to buy a 3-month package, and you see the 7 girls, and they're not real accounts. So I never waited. I just used to spend 1 month. I'll spend $30 for the month, right?
Yeah.
But you'll always get, this girl. You look at these pictures, and you're like, these are fake accounts. You just want me to invest my money. And then like you sign up, and it's mostly fake accounts.
Yeah, I guess it's just better to go out there and meet people in person, right?
Well, right now you don't have that choice.
Yeah, yeah, right. Actually, no. You got to go on the hiking trails. Every fucking fair weather fatso is hiking now. My hiking trails used to be empty as shit. That are like, stay home, deadly virus. Okay, let's Woodstock 2020.
So my best friend Joe said, you have to go on these hiking trails, Mike, because every fair weather fatty is out. So so you're telling me either I should go out and join the other fair weather fatties? Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, there's people out there. I'm saying, if you wouldn't have to go outside, no one's listening.
But why am I a fair weather fatty?
You're not. You're not on the trails. They are.
All right.
They are. You're not.
Kind of telling me to join the rest of my fair weather fatties. It's kind
No,
of
but people aren't out there. You can't meet them out there now. You got to meet them online. But I just fucking hate these people. That's all I'm saying.
yeah.
They got one of my trails closed because one
What?
one of my trails that I go to all the time got shut down.
Because
I went there one weekend. It was like Woodstock 2020. And then I was going to this other trails all week, and it's like dead. I mean, I'd see like one mountain biker,
Right.
maybe one other hiker. How it normally was during the week.
Right.
But as like, I don't even think weekends mean anything anymore because everybody's home. So you're like, this is just the way it's going to be. But I went Saturday, dude, it was like fucking South by Southwest Music Festival. I pulled in. I didn't even get out of the car. I just said, I'm going back home.
Right.
Because at first I was like, I'm not going to go on the trails, too many people. But there's this little field. I had my drone with me. I'm like, I'll just go in this little field. I'll do the drone and then just leave after I get some shots. I'll let Cody run around. So then this Asian guy comes up. He's got a mask on, but not on his face, on his neck. It's where you want it.
Yeah.
And then in the field I'm about to go into, he just starts doing wind sprints like 20 yards with the mask down, sweating.
Breathing out.
And I'm like, why? You could do that in your backyard, man. This isn't like... So I left. And then I went today. I got up really early. That's how you can combat people that don't do this all the time. They're not getting up to do it. You got to get up first thing in the morning. And then it's like, it was beautiful. I'm just, because I'm walking around, I'm hiking with a mask on, and people are looking, you could tell they're giving you like weird looks and like whispering to each other. Like,
I hear you.
Yeah, motherfucker. I'm fucking doing the responsible thing. You out here breathing your fucking zombie death breath on all of us. And every time I see one coming, I run into the woods with my dog, and then when they pass, then I come back.
But it's just like The Walking Dead, but sadder.
I would walk past them if people would have masks on. If we were all having masks on, I would even. But nobody's out there wearing masks.
No, and I said this the other day, and I'm noticing some people on my Facebook who are just so anti this thing, man. They're just I mean, a guy today from the old neighborhood who, if you see the video, I think you're a piece of garbage, man. To be honest with you, the way you speak. Oh, he posted like, listen, if you're afraid of a little, I swear to God, if you're afraid of a little lung infection, you're a fucking pussy. Don't say you're wearing the mask to protect other people. You're wearing the mask because you're afraid, because you're a fucking pussy. And then it's all about how this isn't a real thing. And it's like, and then there's like people I respect engaging in normal conversation, not even like back and forth, like just like playing along. But this guy's dead serious. That you don't believe it's a real thing. Like, does it seem to be maybe coming under control? I don't even know. I don't have a clue. But when friends of mine who work in hospitals are like, oh my God, it's so insane here. How many people can't breathe or dying from this?
Yeah, man.
And how there's people alone, 40 years old, laying in a bed dying and their family can't come near them.
Like, how hard is it to just do it?
Right.
I mean, but so how hard easy.
Is it to not believe it? How are you still not believing it? How are you still
Maybe that's just their way of coping. Like they don't want.
No. Some, yes. We said this on Wednesday. Some, absolutely, it's their way because it's like dealing with death. No, it is. They're mourning. Then they're afraid. They don't know how to deal with it. So it's all a big. But listen, so many people have nurses and doctors as friends who are sharing their stories on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's like, you think they're all in on it? Everyone's in on it? Like, yeah, just tell them it's crazy here. Like, what the fuck? Like, I put something up and a girl who's a nurse is like, if you think this is a joke, come work with me. You'll see how it's not a joke.
Yeah, go volunteer, man. Why don't you go to this if you don't mind getting a little fucking cold because you're not a pussy? Why don't you go to the supermarket and get a part-time job helping old people shop for their shit?
Right.
You know what I mean? If you're so fucking yeah.
That's the face, the sound I make when I read it. You fucking did, yeah. That's how I feel.
It was baffling to me. People just walking without covering their face. It's like, you're killing me, man. You're killing me. What? Put a bandana on. Rip a sleeve off a shirt. Wrap it around your face like we used to do when we used to skateboard and shit. You know, like
right. Anything.
But now they're just fucking blowing their fucking murder breath all over us, and just
When I went on Friday, like I've been trying to be optimistic, saying that maybe this is going to come around soon. I've been like, but like the last week and a half, I've been just more and more realizing that, this is not going to come around as quickly as I would thought.
Right.
So I go to Acme on Friday, and I'm like, I can't believe how many people are in here with nothing on, standing in the aisles like it's just Friday. Let me see, what can we get here? You guys want to get some pot pies? Let's like the whole 2 or 3 people together. Not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be one family member. Not supposed to be out shopping with everybody. And then they have the arrows. All the places have the arrows, and people are coming down the wrong way. It's like, and I'm losing it. So then that was Friday afternoon when I was working. And Friday night I went to ShopRite like around 11 o'clock at night to get some stuff for me, and I realized ShopRite has the arrows too, and no one was paying attention, and I fucking snapped, man. Oh my God. I was with my daughter. I was like, I said, I got to get the fuck out of here because of fucking morons like this motherfucker. And he just looked up, and I'm like, walking down the wrong way, no mask, no gloves, just fucking standing here fucking like it's fine. We're never, ever going to get out of this if you continually spin this thing around. I'm not afraid that I'm going to get it and die. Do I think about it? Yeah, because I'm a normal human being, and sometimes I could be a hypochondriac. And sometimes I'm not Joe Fernandes.
Right.
But I mean, I could think about it. Like I hear like that guy James, who like he was almost dying, and you hear other people who are dying and in the hospital, and it hits them out of nowhere, and they're dead. That scares me.
Yeah.
I'm a normal person. That could scare me. I don't dwell in it, but it scares me. But I'm more thinking like, can't we just try to like stay away from each other, and maybe we can get this under control and figure it out? Don't we want to do that?
No. Not according to these fucking selfish motherfuckers. Everyone's so fucking self. Dude,
they're selfish.
Today I had to get gas in my car. Cause even going back and forth to the trails over the course of a month, it's amazing. I used to put gas in my car like every other day with the amount of travel I did. Yeah. And that was like first time I had to fill up. So put a $20 bill in a Ziploc bag. I shoved it in my gas tank. I pulled up. I told the guy. I pull up. I go, the money's in the gas tank. He goes, I can't hear you through the window. So I had to yell. I go, the money's in the gas tank. And he pops out to 20. I'm like, 20 regular. He's like, all right. I even had my mask on, even with the windows up. I'm like, just put it in.
Right.
At least he had gloves on, but that's how you do it, man.
I have like fucking 2 pairs of gloves left, and I got to work all next week, and I have like 4 masks to get me through.
Yeah.
I got no gloves, man.
We ordered gloves off Amazon basic gloves, like these black rubber gloves.
How many are one each? Is like you just
no, it's a big pack. So
yeah,
because we wipe down because we only order food to the house like from the grocery store. So when we come, we have a whole like thing where we wipe everything down. We might be doing overkill, but we figure fuck it.
Right.
I mean, when you got someone with a compromised immune in the house, you have to just go maybe above and beyond what the normal person's gonna do.
Absolutely.
But it's not like a guy like me can't get it and fucking die either. I mean, there's people dying in their 40s, man. Young people
in 30s.
Like, you don't know what your body can take at any time.
100%.
People are just like, yeah, we'll get through it, just like the flu.
Yeah.
Because I always go through the flu. I do the flu like every year. Actually, I don't bitch and whine about it.
But now there's the people who will never admit that it's real. Then you have the conspiracy theorists who are insane.
I heard a crazy conspiracy theory. Someone said that, like in China, the reason why they died so much in China is because they have 5G cell service, and that makes your immune system weak. So people are dropping dead in the streets from COVID because they have 5G cell phone service.
Right. Then you see other people like, watch while we're all in quarantine, how they're going to start putting up 5G sites. Watch. watch. Like, all right, I can't do all of this. Everything that happens, major thing that happens, is a conspiracy. So I'm not doing it. I'm good. But they're insane. And then you have the guys who they've been talking shit a while.
Yeah.
And then they slowly are trying to come around. They can't come around as full. So you see them. Each post is a little less aggressive.
Yeah.
Now it's the post of like, hey man, let's all do our part. Let's stay clean. Like,
it's really nobody's fault. It's just, we're in this together. I mean,
correct. Yeah. They're coming. It's not anybody's fault. And then it's it's slowly coming around. And then like one person posted today, it's been an anti this the whole time. He's like, let's just say people are getting sick out there. People are dying. But not even 4 days ago, no one was getting sick and no one's dying. But now people are sick and people are dying. Let's relax. I can't believe you guys still want to throw politics around. Now, this person who said that, the irony of him saying, I can't believe you want to keep talking politics while people are sick and dying, is mind-blowing. Yeah. How he would even feel the courage to say those things out loud when all he does is every single thing you post, he puts politics in. Everything.
Yeah.
And this whole thing has been politics to him.
Well, you're supposed to bring it is because it is political. And it is because you can't talk about it when it's not happening because that's how we got into this mess in the first place.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like fucking...
No, you can talk about politics and talk about people dying. I'm just saying the irony of this guy saying, let's not talk about politics. Like, no. The reason why you don't want to talk about politics now is because you now have to admit that it's a real thing.
Yeah.
And you don't want to. You don't want to just address the issue that's been there the whole time. You don't want to address that issue. So you've been talking how it wasn't a real thing, how no one's really dying, how it's overblown by the media, and now it's maybe a real thing. Wow, people are sick and dying, but let's not talk about politics. Like, wait, now we're not supposed to talk about... Oh, so we're only supposed to talk about politics when it benefits you. Got it.
I wonder if in 1918 people were this like divided on what was killing everybody. Like,
no,
just like
I don't think they cared. I don't think they were divided.
You think they were just like you think people were walking around like I don't believe it. Jimmy, half your factory's dead. Yeah. Lazy bums always calling out. That's what I say. Always no, they're dead. Yeah. Show me.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Conspiracy.
There they are. Whatever.
Yeah.
Conspiracy.
They want you to think they're dead.
Yeah.
That's how they get you.
What was that? The Spanish flu, right?
Yeah, the Spanish flu.
Yeah, that's what they're giving you a fake fucking result. It was just a cold. The guy died of a cold.
Yeah.
But they're telling you it's the Spanish flu. Maybe you're gonna fall for it, sheeple. Not me.
Sheeple.
Not me.
Yeah.
Not me, sheeple.
Motherfucker.
But it is crazy. That you would think that something like this could bring us together, but it still won't.
No, it's not. Maybe next week it will. That's when the real death count's going to really start going up.
Right.
Like New Orleans already has a double. Their death rate is double of New York's.
Really?
They don't have as many, but the rate of death.
Yeah, I got it.
And there was Google had this like map where like they showed like all the cell service going on in Florida during spring break.
Right. How it's
spread across them when all the kids went home, and you just see where they all brought COVID. Just all across.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I saw that's the thing I did see, and I don't want to be, the deep state fucking the man is watching Big Brother over here. I don't want to be that guy. But when someone was giving the numbers, it might have been on Bill Maher when they were talking about how we noticed when the cell service, like when they were monitoring cell movement.
Yeah. They said New Yorkers aren't doing shit. New Yorkers are still out by cell service.
Right. So somebody was, I forget what state he was from. He was talking about how California maybe, how the cell service map showed that by people staying put was reducing the numbers. And I was like, so you telling me you guys don't use that cell service map any other time?
Oh no, they do. They got us all connected, man. This thing we're doing right here. It's like, hey, how would you guys like to have a camera in your house?
Isn't this cool? You could talk to each other.
Yeah, actually, they've been putting cameras in their room though. They put the computers in their room. Okay, how would you guys like a camera on your phone? Got a microphone on there. Be with you all the time. How about that?
Isn't that fun?
How about that? When you're talking to your friend about new shades, we're gonna pop up an ad for you. What?
Amazing.
Amazing.
I think I talked about it 6 or 8 months ago when I didn't have any equipment. Well, I did. I was talking on my phone, and me and my manager were talking about some band, and he was like, "You know that band that sounds like Led Zeppelin? You know the name of it?"
Greta Van Fleet.
Yes. So he's like, in our conversation, like, "Do you like Led Zeppelin?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "You gotta listen to Greta Van Fleet." This was on my phone. I never said the name.
Yeah.
I was like, "Who is he?" He's like, "Greta," and I just wrote it down. I'm like, "Oh, I'll check it out when I'm done." That was it. I swear to God, 3 hours later, SoundCloud hit me up. If you love Led Zeppelin, listen to Greta Van Fleet. The same exact conversation we just had.
Yeah.
So they're listening. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying much anyhow. They're bored. They're bored with us.
They're like, this fucking guy with corgis and donuts already. He ain't got shit going on.
But you're the guy that's his guy. He has to listen to you?
Yeah.
That's it? So come on, man.
I know.
It's like,
got this comic that works predominantly bars and grills, and he's obsessed with corgis. Can I get a new assignment?
Nope. No, rookie. Pull up Joe Fernandes and keep following him. Oh, my God. All right.
Oh, my God. I got nothing to listen to. The dude talks to himself a lot. I can't hear it. I just have him on camera. His eyes are just darting. He's just lips moving, no sound. I kept thinking I was on mute.
Yeah, it's a boring assignment.
Nah, but they are listening. But what are you gonna do?
Whatever.
We're in. It's just it's not. No.
Have you guys done any board games at the house? Anything?
No board games.
You haven't got there yet?
No, we're just doing. We're currently watching Ozark together.
Yeah, I have one more episode
season 2.
Season 1. So I have one more episode of season 1. I'll watch that. I'll watch that and half of season 2 tonight.
See, so it's good, right? Like you see, it's Breaking Bad-ish, like
Ish.
kinda, but it's not. It doesn't have the spunk. Like I like it, but I don't love it. I'm getting through it.
Yeah,
like I don't think if I was in quarantine, I'd be putting myself through it. I'm enjoying
it. You know what I find myself, and I never do this. I find myself scrolling Instagram while it's playing in the background, and I don't do that with anything, man. I pay attention.
Yeah.
But like I could just hear it going on. I'm like, oh, I get what's happening. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I look over once in a while. I'm like, oh yeah, there's that creepy little blonde hair girl.
They're starting to have too many characters and storylines. You're just like, wait, who's that again?
Yeah, and it's okay. It's okay. I mean, it's okay. I'm not floored by it. I'm really not.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
I wonder if as we get older, you've seen so much. You've had more and more things are just okay.
Yeah.
Like when you're young and you start seeing shit, like, did you see that shit? Like the first time you saw like a graphic like movie where someone like shoots someone in the head and it blasts, and you're like, what the fuck? And then you see it, you're like, ooh, it's okay.
Yeah, Full Metal Jacket was that one for me.
Yeah, Full Metal Jacket.
When he blew his fucking brains. I saw that in the movie theater.
Yeah.
When he blew his brains out in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Fucking that was like, what the fuck? That kind of blew my mind.
But yeah, like I haven't had a show blow my mind in a while, probably since Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
I can't name one where I'm like, man, like must see TV, like gotta get to it every week.
When I watched The Wire for the first time last year, that got it for me.
Yeah, that's a good binge show.
Yeah, if you haven't watched The Wire and you're listening in the chat, you gotta watch it. Such a great show.
Jeff said try The Hunters with Pacino. I think that's an Amazon show. I saw that.
Yeah, we're gonna start that. I downloaded a lot of episodes from when I was on the plane, but I never got to it.
I want to try that Schitt's Creek that you recommended. I heard you said that was funny. I got to do that.
So much fun.
I've been trying to. I've been working a lot, trying to just do some creative shit. I feel like it's key. I feel like I'm kind of getting used to this life right now, in a way, only because I started just doing creative stuff. So I feel like I'm getting that. I mean, not the same. Like, I'm depressed about stand up and not having it anymore, but I feel like just putzing around, even helping friends with some of their projects and doing things just keeps me like not going nuts.
Right.
Yeah,
no, you have to. I mean, I was talking to my therapist today, and I was telling him I have not been creative.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wrote my first joke the other day, like that I would do on stage, like when this is all over. And I was so excited because, I haven't been inspired. I haven't, because you don't even want to write a joke about the coronavirus because there's everyone going to be talking about the coronavirus. But this was just about me, a personal thing with being in quarantine.
Right.
Which, at best, would be like an opening bit.
Right.
Just to kind of get it out of the way. Or but it made me happy that I was like, that was pretty funny. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, good. So it's like, I'm hoping.
My Tiger King bit where, so a guy eats a bat and now I'm an expert in tiger rescues. That's
funny, man.
That could be a joke that I will say on stage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what you guys did during your quarantine, but some dude ate a bat and now I'm an expert in tiger rescues. And that would probably get a big laugh from everybody because everybody saw it. Yeah. And then I'll move on. I'm not going to spend too much time in it. But, I haven't been creative enough. But I was watching. Did you watch Bill Maher?
I did. I liked it, but it's so tough, man. I feel bad for him. It's not the same with the audience.
Yeah, but it's not even that. It's the interaction between three other panel members.
I thought he would at least have, like, instead of going one-on-one, have like the way the news does it, where you have your host and your three people to your side.
Right.
I thought it would be a little bit more professional. It did look like he literally shot it on like an iPhone or a shitty webcam. It's like, hey, Bill, man, this is HBO, man. If MSNBC can fucking have their fucking people home with a decent camera, HBO can get a good camera there. I mean, we got to up the production value. It's a smidge.
He was talking to Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
And Seth was like, he's like, what are you doing? I'm just trying to keep busy, trying to be creative, find a spot in the house and write. And I'm like, that's what they're doing. Like, I think Ted Alexandro put up, he's like, I've got a new special coming out I've been working on. I did this. I'm writing this. I got this. And he's like, I haven't been more busier than my life. And I'm like, that's not what I'm doing. Yeah. I mean, I work every day. I'm out 6 hours a day.
Yeah, but you're actually out with a real job, like making money right now.
Right, absolutely. But still, I'm very grateful. I'm spending a lot of time with my kids.
Yeah.
Like, I get to spend a lot of time with my daughter. She loves being around me. We play Monopoly way too much. But it's fun. It's enjoyable. So I work. I come home at 6:30. Make something to eat, and by 8 o'clock at night, we're either playing cards or Monopoly or Scrabble, and before you know it, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? And so, but I have to be a little more,
regimented.
A little more fucking regimented on saying, you know what, Sam, let's play Tuesday, Thursday, and then the weekend, but Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I got to write.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, I'm like, I still get up, take my shower. Like, cause there was a couple days where I was like, my God, I'm like a fucking Howard Hughes recluse. Fucking.
Yeah, right.
So I'm like, just act like you got shit to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, like when I'm on the road, if I'm there for 2 or 3 days, I make my bed every day. I make it.
I don't make my bed at home, so.
I make my bed every day. And when I'm on the road, I do it too, just because, like, you want to, like, some sort of normalcy in your life.
Yeah, no, I let the lady make my bed.
The lady? I don't let anybody in my room if I'm only there 2 days. If I'm there 7 days, like if I'm in Vegas for 7 days, I let them in 3 times at most.
Yeah. No, I let them in. I like a nice, fresh shit going on.
Yeah, I save it. I'll get it. If I get there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll let them in maybe Thursday, and then maybe Saturday, and I'm out.
Yeah. What's
Yes.
up, Nikki Smith? Nikki Smith's in the chat. Fellas, how y'all holding up? Much love.
Hey,
fam.
Nick.
We're doing great, buddy. I mean, healthy. Got food. So, place to live. Doing great. Doing about as good as you could do in a pandemic.
Absolutely.
Got high-speed internet. I mean, 1918 must have been boring as shit. Be like, ugh, I can't read this book again, cough.
However, you did not know the difference then.
No, I know, but boredom's boredom. I mean, you got to...
No, it's not true.
Yeah?
Boredom is boredom when you have so much you could be doing, and you're not, and you're bored out of your
Yeah,
fucking
but I was
skull.
bored before the internet.
Not the internet. We had stuff to do. Think about if you lived on a farm and all you fucking did was, prime tobacco. You know what I'm saying?
Prime tobacco?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what
That was your go-to farm fucking task.
prime and tobacco. Well, I'm from North Carolina, and all my cousins prime tobacco when I was there.
What is prime
You know what I'm saying?
tobacco?
You're pulling it off the leaves, and you're putting it in the farm to hang and get ready to be sold.
Okay, well...
You're priming. Priming tobacco means you're walking down the field and popping off the leaves.
All right.
So, but I'm saying, think about if that's all you did. Growing up, I would go to North Carolina every year for summer, right? 2 months out of every year until probably like 89, 90.
Yeah.
And every time I was there, my cousins worked farms. Priming tobacco.
Why did they take off the 2?
They're busy. I don't know.
Prime and backer.
They don't say it like they're from Brooklyn. Fucking prime and back over here.
Prime and back over here.
What the fuck? You
I
know
got
what
the
I'm
leaf,
doing.
I hang it, then I slice it. It's called prime and backer.
Backer, bro. Get you fucking shit together. No, it's... So every time I would go there, they would be gone. I was just sitting in their house waiting for my cousins to get home. Right?
Yeah.
So, but they were never bored because that's what they did all the time. So on fucking Saturday, they could hang around kicking rocks in the woods, and they were thrilled to shit to do it.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying it's all relative. In 1912, when was this fucking?
1918.
1918. So my grandma was born in 1919. So 1918, she must have been like a Spanish flu quarantine baby.
Yeah, my grandpa was born in 1918. That's crazy to me.
In the middle of the Spanish flu.
Yeah. I mean...
Where?
He was born in Newark.
Okay.
Yeah. But,
So I'm just saying, so you're...
But I'm saying...
Back then, it's all...
But, like back then, you're thinking... Like, now we have, like, constant updates. Like, they probably didn't even know how many people were dying. Just...
No. Just Farmer Jim died down a block. What? Farmer Jim died. Who else? I don't know.
Started coughing. Must be dipping into the backer.
That's how he said it. Dipping into the back.
Yeah, the people on the farm didn't know if they were dying from smoking tobacco or the fucking flu.
I went out once into Prime just for a day. Let me tell you how much I was grateful to live in Jersey City. There's no fucking way that's how I'm doing my life.
Oh, farming?
Get the fuck. There's bugs on those plants. They get on your hands. There's things they call, like you get like, I don't even know what's happening down there, but you got to be careful. Then you get like this fucking tobacco sap all over you. I'm not doing it. I'm good.
Nothing motivates you like manual labor. Going to my father's every weekend on the horse farm, shoveling horse shit in August, fucking just shitty ass chores, and you're just like, I gotta like something in life. Like, there's no way. Like, I can't do labor.
Right. Yeah, no.
But that's that. I want to promote Wednesday. People, there's only 7 people left in the viewing.
Just people who listen to it.
But if you're 7 people that are live right now, Wednesday we doing Hump Day with your boys. We're doing a movie bracket where we're trying to find our best movies. People were enjoying it last week in the chat because we did a random seeding of these movies that we like, and just had some tough matchups. So if you go to the All in Our Heads podcast page, there's a picture of the bracket. I'm gonna try and get a better picture of the bracket because somebody said it wasn't clear enough.
I just sent you one with a white background.
Okay, yeah. I'll put that up on the page. That's with the newest, with the updated bracket.
Yep.
So we'll be doing it again around like 8:30 on Wednesday.
Right.
So
it was fun because we needed to ask. This is also people for listen. If you're listening to the audio, jump on Facebook and watch us. If you're a friend of mine, I'll create a watch party. You can join in there, or you can just come to the page and watch it. But the people in the chat room, we needed help deciding because he'll like one, I like one, and we need help deciding.
Yeah, we need tiebreakers. Yeah, we may have a guest call in next week. We're going to try and set that. I mean, this Wednesday, not next week. This Wednesday, a guest call in. I'm going to try and actually I'm going to look at the brackets and try and watch the movies that I haven't seen on there or haven't seen in a long time.
Right.
I don't want to hit something where I'm like, man, it's been too long. I can't really.
Have you watched Midnight Run?
I did years ago. I want to watch. I want to rewatch Harlem Nights that was on the list. Like there's certain movies that I did see years ago, but not enough for me to argue.
Right.
Against or for. So I gotta hit back on those. Like the ones I put on the list, my list were ones I watch over and over again.
Correct.
I know like the back of my hand.
Right.
But all right, Jeff. See you guys. See you Wednesday, Jeff. Everybody, thanks for checking this out. If you're listening in the audio podcast, please go over to youtube.com/Joe Fernandes. Please give me a subscribe. You can watch this video there or at the Facebook All in Our Heads pancake. I said pancakes. All in Our Heads pancakes. I'm hungry.
You should do. Yes, we have pancakes.
We're gonna make a cooking show one day. Yeah. All in Our Heads podcast.
You're right.
Page. I got pancakes on my mind.
Quarantine stroke.
Quarantine stroke. But yes, everybody. If you go to the All in Our Heads podcast page, people, there's a community section. You can do invite all friends. Somebody did that last week when we asked because we got a bunch of new likes on the page. So if you can do that, invite all your friends. We're doing this twice a week through quarantine, trying to entertain you guys. Just just have a little fun. So go follow Mike Gaffney at his page on Facebook. He's got a YouTube as well. Just support us on social media. We appreciate you guys being here. You've been listening to All in Our Heads.